seeing these skips, yeah, it's exciting that maybe things could be happening. On the ground, oh, I don't know, Kieran. Little blue mark in there. It's like if they can get amazing here, it will be a good Fright night.
Get ready to roll. Lights, camera, action.
Yo, what is going on, guys? My name is TheJackSilkstone. Oh yes, the time has come. Welcome to the very first Thorpe Park Fright Nights construction update of the year. I can't believe the time has come. Today, I'm joined by the one and only Kieran Adams. Oh yes.
That time of year again, boys.
The best time of the year, many would say. As you guys know, here on the channel, Fright Nights is my absolute favourite time of the year. However, with these updates, I don't like to start until there is actually stuff to film. Like in the past, we started mid-July. Sometimes it's been like beginning of August, mid-August. However, the fact that there is clearly an update that you're watching right now means that things have started to happen within the park. Our good friends, Theme Park Guide, broke the ground with this year's Fright Nights construction updates with a few interesting things within the park that we're gonna go and check out for ourselves today. But yeah, it's fantastic to be back doing these. I am of course wearing the brand new SLK t-shirts which are coming out this month. Very, very excited for them. But yeah, the time has come to kick off the updates again. Let's head into the park and begin the first update of 2021. So we just entered the dome, and I should have put this in my previous like general Thorpe Park updates video, but I didn't even notice it back then. The dome has recently had a smell pod put into it, and it smells beautiful, doesn't it?
Nice.
It smells really good.
You can also smell it down at the turnstiles.
Yeah.
It's so nice.
It's like a Thorpe Park smell. We literally just noticed this coming out of this little tube here. So as soon as you walk in these doors from the bridge, you can smell it. I know it's not really Fright Nights related, but that's awesome. In terms of Fright Nights in the dome, obviously it's too early to tell at this point. The dome is often one of the last things that they kind of do. But yeah, we've had things like Big Top Showtime in here in previous years. And my favourite thing they've ever done in the dome was back when like Lionsgate mazes were here. They used to have big banners off of all of these things. So seeing as it's the 20th year, who knows what they could do? I'd love to see a big cake or something in the middle.
So with these flags, you've got the park vibes,
yeah.
Some Fright Nights ones, and I guess you've got all the flags out there
yeah.
as well. So there's a lot of scope for that.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if like these flags were all changed in the Fright Nights ones or something. And yeah, lots of potential, but yeah, I just thought I'd tell you guys about that new smell pod. I wonder if they'll update it at Fright Nights to have a bit more of a grim one, like bodies or something. We'll have to wait and see. So of course, the first actual talking point in today's Fright Nights update is one of the most iconic spots at the park for Fright Nights mazes and attractions. That's right, we're here. I don't even know what we'd call this anymore. Like the Cantina kind of courtyard area just outside of Zodiac. Of course, home to many incredible mazes over the years, such as the Big Top, My Bloody Valentine, The Walking Dead Do or Die, and most recently, Lycanthorpe. It's completely up to speculation at this point. Earlier in the year, when this big marquee part, me and Kieran were getting excited, thinking it's a Big Top return.
All year round Fright Night.
It turned out this was just kind of an eating area where you can just come and have some food. But it begs the question, will they keep this eating area for Fright Nights, and therefore we unfortunately would lose a maze space or scare zone area? Not ideal, but hopefully they might even use this as maze space, or once again they might just get rid of it and have a scare zone here such as Lycanthorpe.
I'm not seeing any markings yet.
No.
Might be a bit early though.
That's always the way we tell. We have a look on the ground. Oh, I don't know, Kieran. Little blue mark in there.
That's that one.
Yeah. Yeah, we always check the floor for markings, and they have kind of shown us where mazes are going to be put, like with Do or Die, especially in the Big Top. They kind of are the first signs for a development. We've obviously been seeing loads of markings over in Old Town recently, but
It's
yeah,
enclosed space, so I mean,
yeah.
either way, I like how it is right now, but I definitely want to see something.
Yeah,
Fright
big
Nights.
time.
Obviously, it's a very Fright Nights heavy area, I think.
I think this could be a hotspot area to keep coming back and checking on throughout these updates, but as of right now, as expected, nothing's going on. So we've made our way over to Old Town now, where first of all, you may have noticed that the Fright Nights fences have come out. And whilst this could be very exciting, I think they are literally just being used to kind of block off Samurai at the moment. I could be wrong. They could be to do with like any platform construction, because who knows if platform's going to be returning, but they are in that area where platform has started and ended throughout the years. But I don't know, to me it just seems like they're literally just being used to kind of block off Samurai whilst it's having some downtime. But yeah, right now I'm stood outside of the wonderful Creek Mill here in Old Town, which holds the maze Creek Freak Massacre. Where, interestingly, a good few weeks back, maybe even a month ago now, Kieran noticed that on the door construction stickers had been added, which suggests that they are back in there, maybe working on it in preparation for a potential reopening of the sawmill. That would be really cool, because as far as I'm aware, the only reason it kind of couldn't open last year was because of social distancing, and it was like an indoor, very intense, close-up maze, so it wasn't ideal for last year's circumstances. But yeah, the fact that they're most likely doing construction work in there, things are looking up for Creek Freak, and it'll be fantastic to get back in there this year. It was such an intense maze. Last year, of course, we got Creek Freaks Unchained kind of outside this area around Rocky Express. So presumably the buckwheats will just kind of head back into the mill this year. But yeah, we'll have to keep an eye on any kind of developments we see in this area, but the fact that that sticker has been added to the door is a very, very promising sign that perhaps we could be getting Creek Freak Massacre back for this year. Oh yes. So a huge bit of Fright Nights news is all relating to this building behind me. And this is the area of the park in which Theme Park Guide took some photos that kind of sparked up the construction updates for this year. Basically, as you could see in this area just over here, where previously you've often queued for mazes like Roots of Evil, Blair Witch, there is currently a skip which contains some interesting assets which appear to be from within Jungle Escape's building. So it seems like maybe they could be clearing out Jungle Escape's building, and if that's the case, that is so exciting, because obviously in a prediction video that I did last year, I said this is the building for this year's Fright Nights. Like, if they can get a maze in here, it will be a good Fright Nights, because it's the perfect maze space, isn't it, Kieran? We've had some iconic mazes.
Oh, Studio 13 here, solid, great mazes. It's what I think of when I think of Fright Nights, like smoke in this area, and we have had that the past few years.
Yeah.
But I would love to see a maze in there, as Jack predicted, the Vice Central.
Yeah. Oh, the Bicentennial. For those of you that don't know, I predicted like some kind of ultimate Fright Nights maze where they've got scenes from all of the previous mazes. Like you'd have a big top room, an asylum-based room. Oh, it would be incredible. Yeah, who knows?
I think this area just has the best atmosphere at Fright Nights. When there's an attraction here, you get all the queues.
Yeah.
It's great. Fingers crossed, they could be doing anything, but fingers crossed.
Oh yes, obviously this is the big 20th year for Fright Nights this year, and for those of you that might not be the biggest Fright Nights fans or are new to the Fright Nights scene, this building here hosted the first ever Fright Nights maze, the Freezer. Then after that, it got turned into the Asylum, and since then we've had mazes like Studio 13, which is literally here for 1 year, but was a fantastic legacy maze. We've had Vulcan Peak in this building, so we've had all sorts.
Oh boys, I wouldn't be salty for a Vulcan Peak box.
Vulcan Peak
I'd be down just to get back in there. I'm down. I mean, obviously, it's been a while since we've been in that building.
Yeah,
It's a
big time.
So,
I mean, last year we managed to go in just the first corridor for Roots of Evil, which is kind of a good sign that they are willing to use this building. But seeing these skips in this little service area, which is always a huge area for Fright Nights updates, we often see like bits of theming being put out there.
Also, we could actually be getting a Roots of Evil extension.
Yeah,
we haven't
very
been
true.
down Monks in a while, so
yeah, obviously we don't really know what's going on down Monks. It's been so long, as Kieran said. But yeah, it's exciting that maybe things could be happening. I was actually feeling a little bit cheeky today and I actually tweeted Thorpe Park saying, what's going on in Jungle Escape? So they haven't replied yet, but if they have replied by the time I'm editing this video, and I'll cut to that right now. So the park have in fact replied, but it is such an exciting reply that I'm going to talk about it in detail a little bit later on in the video. So yeah, it's early days, but who knows? This is the ultimate maze space here at Thorpe Park, and the fact that there's a glimmer of hope that we could be seeing a new maze going in there for this year is super, super exciting, and it's definitely the place to keep an eye on for this year's Fright Nights event. Very exciting. So just another little update since my last update video. Obviously there's been a big thing about this Colossus graffiti. It has now been fixed. It now fully spells Colossus. But yeah, here in the Dockyard area, this is of course another kind of hotspot for Fright Nights activity over the past few years, with the recent addition of the Festival Arena at last year's event. Now, I'm not expecting any construction to be in this area for a good long time, because we still got Oktoberfest, which presumably that'll be taking place here again. But whether if they do once again use this as a scare zone for this year's Fright Nights event, it's something to think about. Obviously in my prediction video, I kind of predicted like an anniversary style scare zone in which you've got all of the old characters coming back and just kind of chilling in this area, and it would kind of link in with the Bicentennial maze. So yeah, we'll have to keep an eye on this area. But interestingly, of course, we've got the recent addition of these vending machines with loads and loads of Easter eggs, and a few people were kind of predicting if the things that were put on these vending machines were maybe kind of references and hints as to what will be coming to this year's Fright Nights events. For example, we've got things like the buckwheats, Experiment 10. There's what?
The rumours.
What's the rumour?
I'm hearing SLKSTN scare zone.
SLKSTN scare zone. As much as that would be a cool thing, like having these things as mazes or scare zones, I think it is unlikely. I think this is literally just kind of a homage to the past and future of Thorpe Park and stuff. Because yeah, there's so many things like Loggers Leap on there, so I wouldn't necessarily expect any of these to return just because they are on here. But yeah, we love these Easter eggs, don't we?
Absolutely.
Cool.
These machines are awesome.
one of the coolest things here, and of course, my personal favourite. I've got to show it. There it is. SLKSTN. Absolutely brilliant. So of course another area that I kind of predicted would be a cool area to use for Fright Nights is Amity Beach, because obviously during the summer it's used by loads of families and stuff to cool off in the sunshine, but come Halloween time they normally just close the beach and nothing's going on here. They have in previous years had mazes on the beach such as the Curse, and last year myself and Kieran came up with a sick concept for like the Crows, like a little like either theming piece or even scare zone. And I kind of took that further with like an old Curse throwback scare zone for this year's kind of anniversary. So who knows, the beach very well might be kind of an area to watch as it gets closed and we move into the autumn period. But as of right now, obviously it's still just summertime, people are enjoying it. All done within the park itself now. We've seen some pretty cool stuff in there, and hopefully they are the signs of an exciting year for Fright Nights, with it being the 20th anniversary. But right now we're going to jump in the car and head off to our next location. Now, for those of you that are long-time viewers of the Fright Nights construction updates, you may know that we often start the updates within the Thorpe Park Resort itself, and then we normally head to Monk's Walk, the public footpath that runs down the back of the path, because we can often see loads of maze construction for mazes like Platform 15 and Roots of Evil and previously Blair Witch down that pathway. And today, whilst we have left the park, I'm not actually going to head to Monk's Walk in this episode, just because I think it is still a little bit early to see any kind of new developments down there. So I think I'll save that for the next construction update. But as I said, I have driven somewhere, and that is to the exterior of Thorpe Farm. Now this, of course, it used to be part of Thorpe Park way back in like the 1990s and stuff. However, more recently it's become more of a storage area for all things Thorpe Park, and that of course includes Fright Nights maze assets. And one of the biggest discoveries I think we've ever made in these construction updates is the fact that the old Big Top clown sign is stored at this farm, and I'm just going to see if it's still there, because obviously if it's gone, then that begs the question, where has it gone? Could it be kind of been moved closer to the park in preparation for a potential return this year? I don't know, but I haven't looked over the fence yet, so let's have a look. So previously it was still over there sitting in the grass. There he is, Carlos the Clown, the big clown statue. It is still very much there. So there we go, it is in fact still there. I was kind of expecting it to still be there, but if it had have moved, it would have been absolutely insane, because it would have obviously been moved for a reason. But old Carlos the Clown is still just chilling at the farm. Who knows, within the next few weeks we could see any developments happening with that, so I'll definitely come back here in future Fright Nights construction updates. But for the moment, he's still sat there chilling at the farm. So I am now back home, and I have some very, very exciting news to share with you guys regarding that tweet that I sent earlier on in the day. As you can see on screen right here, I tweeted at Thorpe Park, what is going on in Jungle Escape? And they finally got back to me saying, hi Jack, we're currently carrying out electrical work within the existing Jungle Escape building. Now when I read that, I thought, this is a bit sus, Thorpe Park. What are you doing? Because from what we saw today, it seemed like a lot more than just electrical work. Now, I'm definitely no electrician, but I don't think much electrical work often involves kind of removing items that were previously in a building and kind of just throwing them away. So I was a bit confused by this response, to say the least. So I replied back saying, so does that mean Jungle Escape is returning? And they got back to me saying, no, we can confirm Jungle Escape has now retired to the vaults to allow us to carry out critical power work. So there it is. There is the official confirmation that Jungle Escape is no more. It basically confirms our suspicions that that building is being gutted. As for what for, we're not too sure. The park are claiming it so that they can carry out critical power work, but there seems to be like an ongoing theme here with like electricity. Obviously you've got the electrical work, and then they've kind of spelt the vaults as the electric version of vaults, and once again with critical power work. So if this is like the first official kind of Fright Nights tease from the park, it seems like whatever they're doing to that building could somehow involve electricity and power. I really don't know, but it is very, very exciting, and it is something that I will absolutely be keeping a very close eye on within the next Thorpe Park Fright Nights construction update. But yeah, that does bring us to the end of the first episode today. Be sure to leave a thumbs up if you have enjoyed it, and if you are happy these updates are back. And of course, on the 19th of August, my brand new SLK STN merch line is dropping. I'm so excited. But yeah, thank you all very much for watching this video. My name is TheJackSilkstone. Goodbye.